Yeah.
Just once in a while things would come up like, I remember skiing. We would ski behind the pickup. And one day, the boys were, well, in grade school, I'm sure, but they knew what was going on. They were with us. And so I said, well, let me ski behind the pickup. And I can remember the boys looking at Mother, you know, like, heavens, she can't ski, you know. They'd never seen me ski. So I got behind the pickup, and I was doing just fine until Owen couldn't stand it either, that I was doing so well that he'd start with a pickup like this, you know, to make me fall off. I said, darn it. I said, I was doing just fine. And the boys were laughing. They were sitting in the pickup. I remember laughing their heads off at me because I was trying to hang on, and he was driving the pickup like this. Those playing ball. One day I was out playing ball with them, and I hit the ball. And I mean, it really went long distance. Mother hit that ball. Never thought mothers could do any of those things, you know. Never.
I'm sure.
Oh, dear. But anyway. But you never even thought to tell kids about these things. And of course, these things were happening as they were younger. Owen was going hunting, and he was doing all this stuff. And well, they remembered the hunting shack. They never forgot the hunting shack. They always wanted to go out there when they were little. One time, Owen called me, and he always packed his duffel bag. He had a duffel bag when he was in the service, and that went with him all the years I knew him hunting. It was his duffel bag. That's where he had all his clothes. It was always in the den, being packed in the den, and he'd start in a couple weeks ahead of time as he remembered things, you know, and would put them in, like we do for trips and stuff, you know. And the morning he was going to go out to the hunting shack, he came in and woke me up. And he said, come and look in the den a minute. And I went in there, and here Bob had folded up a pair of his pajamas. You know, they had those pajamas with the feet in, you know. He had folded up his little pajamas and laid it right on top of his duffel bag, as much as to say, Dad, I want to go with you. You know, it was so cute. But they remember how he hunted around town, but they, you know, he went on these trips and stuff, and fishing up in Canada, he'd fly up to Canada, fishing and stuff, and I don't know if they remember any of those things, you know. I hardly remember him. He's gone, he really enjoyed hunting. That was his, and people would say to me, well, Owen's gone again hunting, you know, and I'll look at him and say, well, I'd much rather have him go hunting than sit down at the liquor store. Yeah. Some of these men are sitting all the time. Usually it was their husbands who were sitting down there at the liquor store. I'd rather have them go hunting, I'll tell you any day. Oh,